So, for the purposes of this story, I just want to mention that some people prefer the language of intellectually disabled person and some people prefer person with intellectual disability. I'm going to say intellectually disabled person just for the purposes of this story. I just want to mention a way that I have used a clitoris model with one of my clients. What she's come in for was a lot of tailored kind of sex ed and things like that, and she mentioned to me that she did have access to a sex toy. She was explaining that she was using it internally but wasn't really experiencing a lot of pleasure. So what I did, we did a whole session on sex toys, which was fun, and we did a lot of things. So one resource that I love to use is the SECA resource. They've created these books with amazing visuals on them, and they're all state-based. So this one is Victorian-based, and it has the associated Victorian laws in it. What we did is we used the visuals to kind of go through sex toys, cleaning, how we can use lubricants and all of those kinds of things, which was very, very helpful, only because this particular client requires a lot of visual supports due to her learning needs. And then we used the clitoris model. So what I did was I had it in front of her. We'd already done a little bit on anatomy, but it was really helpful to have a 3D model in front of her. Because what I spoke about, she'd never heard of the clitoris before, and I spoke about ways that we can use a sex toy that's not internal, and external stimulation and things like that to potentially experience a little bit more pleasure. I spoke a lot about it from an external point of view, but then I was able to open the model and show to her how amazing this organ is and how big it can get and how it can fill with blood and all of those kinds of things. She did mention to me that she'd gone home and trialed to good effect and was experiencing a little bit more pleasure because of it.